I see.
It, do I
Yep,
have to
I
do,
see B.
can you guys see me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is B. She's 5 years old and she is beautiful. She's a mellow golden retriever. She's an English cream, and she is a very gentle, sweet dog. She came from a kind of a sad situation. She was chained to a tree outside for the first 5 years of her life. So she's a big sponge. She didn't know how to be a dog until I got her. Pets were new to her, toys are new to her, playing is new to her, attention is new to her. And so she's just slowly kind of gotten used to it. And she didn't know what toys were initially, but now she plays with them quite a lot. And she cuddles. And she's house trained. She's never had an accident inside. She's good with other dogs, and she's great with my cat. My cat's very mean to dogs. And she's uncertain about herself still, though. She's not very confident, um, but she doesn't freak out about anything. She's good in cars. She's good with a vacuum cleaner. She's good with storms. She doesn't really know, though. In most situations are new to her, so she's still kind of uncertain. But she's a great cuddler. She's a good eater, and she likes treats. And she doesn't know any tricks. I haven't worked on anything with her except trying to make her feel safe. So, so yeah, she's a great mellow dog, and her personality is slowly coming through as time's gone on. So, and she's going to make a great dog for anyone. She just needs a little bit of time to figure out kind of what she's supposed to do. And so she needs someone who has the time and who's willing to kind of see what it's like to kind of have a dog come out of her own shell. So, oh, that's my cat. Um, yeah, she's good with other dogs. She's good with other dogs, and she's good with cats. And she's definitely mainly more focused on people and pets. She would be great with kids or in any kind of situation where someone's gentle. I've taken her to go see my 96-year-old grandmother, and she's great. She's great at the assisted living place. She's just very, very gentle. She takes everything gently. And she would be great with kids of any age, I think, also. So, she's still coming out of her shell. She needs someone that's patient, but I think I think she's only kind of begun to come out of her shell. I think she's gonna really continue to grow. And she sometimes kind of when she's cuddling with someone or falling asleep, she makes these really cute grumble noises. And I don't ever crate her. She sleeps in bed with me, and she's not a destructive dog. She's very trustworthy, and she usually kind of asks for permission before she does anything. So so yeah, this is B. So I think she weighs around 55 pounds. I'd have to check. I'm sorry. I don't know exactly how much she weighs. She's a good weight, though. And she was spayed a couple of weeks ago. She's heartworm negative. Um, and she's more confident outside. She's really good at fetch. She's great at fetch, actually. And she kind of is a little bit more spirited when she's outside of the house. So, any questions?
I don't see any coming through. We appreciate you working with her. She came in with a couple of other females from what was kind of a backyard breeder situation. And so all the girls have had a little bit of a rough start to life. And they are just kind of learning what it's like to be part of
Yeah,
a family and loved and
exactly.
inside. So we appreciate all the fosters that took these girls on and
She is
love.
good on leash. Someone asked.
Yes.
She's good on leash. I think she's had pups. I think she's had a couple of litters. She's in good health, but I do think it's now her turn to be it's really clear that she's been emotionally neglected. She was just utterly clueless when it came to pets. And she still kind of acts like they're like a surprise, like a nice little she's kind of in awe when anyone kind of pays attention to her. So you know, anyone who gets her will really kind of be rewarded with her kind of growing into the dog she's going to be. So
That's awesome. Thank you, Kate, for fostering her and helping her. She sure is
she's
beautiful.
very easy. She's a great keep. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Next up, we have Oakley. Sweet Oakley has been on quite a journey with us. And he is now ready for his forever family. And it is pretty amazing to see him up and playing because he has had double hip surgery and has quite had a challenge over the few months he's been with us. So, Gabrielle, whenever you're ready, we would love to hear about him.
Hi, everybody. This is Oakley, little buddy. He has had both of his hips done, so I'm going to go ahead and address that he does not have fur currently as long as the rest on his hips, but it will grow back, and he is very, very soft when you do touch him. He is ready for a new lease on life. He is neutered. He is very playful, very, very playful. He's going to be one next week. So he is just a full puppy, but he's definitely going out of the chewing phase of being a pup. He's released a grant because his former family could not meet his medical needs, but they very much loved him a lot. So he has recovered, and he's feeling much better now. He was initially mobilely challenged, but he's a very playful, mischievous puppy. He's interested and curious about everything. He enjoys exploring and, like a toddler, putting discoveries in his mouth. And then he'll look at you with that cute face, and you're like, oh no, you just took what I wanted you to not take. He's definitely a water dog. We have water bowls in the house. And he will just, he likes to spill the water everywhere. And in fact, after you take a shower, be careful because he will go get in that shower and splash some more water. So we ended up having to put the water in our shower so that he doesn't splash it everywhere. He eats really well. He eats Purina Pro Plan, puppy chow, and joint food, the science diet joint food at the same time. Very cooperative when he has to take his medications. He will gently lick any treats from your hand. He likes to have you chase him around the yard, and then he'll turn around and chase you right back. He was, with his previous foster, he was in a gated hallway or crate with no complaint. In fact, he'll get the crate. Absolutely no problem. In fact, we feed him in the crate because I have 3 other dogs, and puppy chow tastes really good. And gotta keep them away from the puppy chow because they're adult dogs. If he does need a rest, you'll go find him in another portion of your house. You're like, how did you even get there, buddy? Where have you been? And he'll calmly just be sleeping there, taking a rest, and then he'll come out and want to play again. He sleeps through the night in our bedroom. He's fully potty trained. Even after he had the whole hip dysplasia in both of his hips, he is very potty trained. And he will stand by the back door and whine at you. And if you're not paying attention, well, he'll bark at you and let you know, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. He sleeps on a bed in our room, or like I said, he sleeps in our shower sometimes. Let's see. He loves the water. The water bowl's in there, so he loves it. He will entertain you when he's sleeping with whimpers, soft barks, shuffling feet. He chases squirrels and rabbits in his dreams. You'll be surprised when you look at him. How did you end up like that? Like, you're very contorted the way you're sleeping. That doesn't look comfortable, but he's very happy with it. He doesn't counter surf. He doesn't get on any of our furniture. Let's see. He loves people and other dogs. He doesn't care. He loves them all. He wants to play with my 14-year-old dog, but she's just like, I don't think so. And then my other 2 dogs, when he plays with them, they have to be kind of a little more gentle because they're a little crazy. But they definitely have. He's definitely like worn his way into their hearts. He'll sit on them when he wants to play, or take their toys, or he just, he's overall just a pup. He's great on a leash for short walks. for right now, just until he builds up his stamina, but he loves to explore. He would benefit tremendously from formal obedience training to help build up his connection between himself and his new owner. His former foster said that he was great around cats and even pet bunnies. Let me make sure I have any tricks. Well, he's a funny boy. He's just a funny boy who just wants love and very needs a lot of patience. Let's see. He doesn't bark, and the only time he barks at you is when he's one, excited, or two, when he needs to go to the bathroom. He'll let you know. So I would say that Oakley is a special boy who's looking for a very nice family to give him a loving environment where he can continue to grow and flourish. He would very much enjoy a canine companion, someone closer to his age for sure, because my 14-year-old is not really cutting it for him. And he loves to play and get mini snuggles. He's very much a cuddler. If you got down and sat with him, he's very sweet. He's a very sweet boy. But just understand he is a puppy and he will need a lot of patience because he is a puppy. He's just not quite grown into it. And he doesn't really have any exercise restrictions that I'm aware of. He does go to PT, and I honestly can't remember how much he weighs. I think he weighs 45, but I'm going to defer to Michelle because I just forgot how much he weighed. But he goes to PT right now, and I think, well, Michelle can speak more on that because I don't remember what was the deal with the vet. But he is a good boy. He's a very sweet buddy, and I think he would be a perfect companion for anybody.
So it looks like we had a few questions. Looks like you answered most of them, but is he on any restrictive exercise?
Not at this time that I'm aware of, no. He's just doing physical therapy just to help him be able to, because he was very young whenever the hip dysplasia started happening to him. He had to do the surgery quite quickly, so just to help him, build up the muscle and stuff in his hips and legs.
Yes.
Right. So we did the first surgery in August and we did the second surgery shortly thereafter, 3 weeks later. The vet, sometimes you do that, sometimes you don't. In his situation, it was recommended that we do both legs close together so that he could start to use both of them since he didn't have the ability to put the weight on the other leg while the one was healing. So we did that. He will need to be on a joint supplement, of course, because we do want to keep the rest of his joints going. He, on October 27th, it was recommended that he just need 3 more physical therapy sessions. And to my knowledge, those therapy sessions are complete. So he is ready to go. We were waiting until the physical therapist gave us the okay. And so he is ready to go. No long-term impact is expected because we did catch this young. And he's got 2 brand new hips. So he is good to go. What would you say top 3 for him are in his forever home?
Be patient. He's a puppy.
Formal training.
He needs formal training for sure. He never had that previously. He doesn't really understand when it's time to go outside, when I call the other dogs. But he's very potty trained, and he gets great in his crate. But he just doesn't understand how to be a dog just because he didn't have good mobility issues. A sweet family. And he definitely needs another dog to play with and interact and learn how to be a dog. He's not emotionally shut down. He just couldn't move around very much before.
Yes, and the more we give him opportunities to build those muscles in the back legs, the better off he's going to be because he just didn't have that chance since he couldn't use his back legs very well. So now he's getting to build that muscle up again. All right. Thank you guys for fostering him and helping him through those difficult times. We're glad he is on his way to the next phase of life. All right. Let's see. Last but not least, we have Marley, and Marley is being fostered by Lisa. And so when Lisa pops up, I believe it says Salmons on her screen instead of Lisa. So when she pops up, you will see and hear her. We see Marley. We just don't hear y'all yet.
Somehow I've managed
There
to.
we go.
Yeah,
Now-
do that white spin.
Now we hear you.
Okay, Marley. Come here, kiddo. So this is Marley.
And we see him. We're ready for you.
Okay, go ahead. Go, Lisa.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this is Marley. He's 8 years old, and I'm going to get my list of questions. He was an owner surrender. His first owner, just follow him, passed away, and then the vet gave him to another person who had to move, so could not keep him, and contacted Golden Retriever Rescue. So he is apparently been around a Chihuahua before, which was not perfectly fine. His reaction to cats, he's a little too interested in cats. So the prior foster before me had cats, and he just was always interested in them. So we switched over to us. We've had him since September 25th, and love him. He is wonderful. He loves kids. I have 2 teenagers, but I've taken him to festival where other kids were around. He just loves other people a lot. His personality is very chill. But he's energetic in the morning and loves, we give him 2 walks a day because when we got him, he was 108 pounds. So he needs to lose some weight still. He's down to probably about 100. And we do feed him science diet, perfect weight now to help with that. And his favorite toy is a tennis ball, as you can see. And he will sometimes drop the ball so he can catch it, so he can entertain himself if he needs to. We both are, I work part-time and my husband works from home, so he gets a lot of at-home attention. There you go, he loves to catch the ball. And so that would be a recommendation for me, because I think he before, he was home alone during the day, and he gained too much weight. I think too much food and too much inactivity. I think he needs a home where he's going to get some more activity than he was used to. We don't keep him in a crate, so I have no idea how he does in a crate. He sleeps, has a couple of dog beds around here. He usually stays close to me, but he does get up in the night a little bit and wander, but he doesn't counter surf or anything like that. He, I think because he's eating maybe less than he's used to, he's interested in the trash can sometimes, and if there is food in there, so we make sure that the trash can is covered completely. Otherwise, he will take out an old ice cream wrapper or something like that. We leave him at home alone. He does great. He's usually right here. And when we get back, totally potty trained. He does great on a leash. He doesn't pull or anything like that. He loves a walk, and he loves squirrels. He loves birds. I don't think he thought he could, I don't think he knows he can swim, but we have a pool, and he absolutely loves the first step of the pool and will cool off because he is heavy. So he gets hot during the walk in the summer here, but he just lays on that first step and it cools off so quickly and loves it.
He can swim though.
He can swim. We did discover that whenever we walked down to the pond where the ducks were, and we thought he wasn't really interested in them, but he took off after one a couple of weeks ago, went in the water and swam, so he can swim. He hardly ever barks. I mean, if he's left outside like 10 minutes, he might bark once to get back in. He does not, bark at all, really. When visitors come, he's lovely, so lovely. He just goes over and asks them gently if they'll pet him, and if they do, he sticks around for as long as they want him to. If they don't, he moves on.
Lisa, there was a question about how he is with other dogs.
Well, so we don't have other dogs. So when we take him on the walk, that's when he meets other dogs, and he is always friendly to other dogs every time. But if the other dog, we've had twice,
right,
where the other dog, one was a poodle, and what was the other one? Do you remember?
It was another larger gold, yeah.
Yeah, Golden Retriever. They were meeting each other, and the other dog got aggressive and barked and started snarling. And he literally, we thought he would just like run behind us or something, and he barked right back.
Yeah.
And growled right back. So
He's not a coward, but he loves everybody.
Yeah, he's not aggressive at all.
No.
But if someone was aggressive to him, we found out he can let them know he doesn't like that. Let's see. So he's heartworm negative. He, apparently he has mild hip dysplasia. So when they did when they neutered him, they took an X-ray because sometimes he's stiff getting up if he's been laying down a while. And so they got him on Adequan, which will be like a once a month injection. And he does that really well. Doesn't seem to face him. Any allergies? He's just got the typical golden, skin. So we just bathe him in the, dog shampoo with oatmeal. Thunderstorms, not a problem. He does well on that. I think I've answered all the questions.
I think so too. What would be your top 3 for this dog?
So for this dog, definitely someone who can be home with him a good part of the day. I mean, he doesn't require constant attention at all, but he loves people. He loves us. And so he wants to be wherever we are, and he may go to sleep if he's sitting, my husband's working or something, but he needs to be around people. And I would say if, you work all day, that might not be a good fit for him with his weight and everything. He needs to not just lay around a lot. The other thing, love to have a pool if he could. He would love that. And what else would you say, Robert? A third.
And a pool would be amazing for his hips as well, to keep them lubricated and moving. That would be great.
Yeah, that's his first request after a walk when it's a hot day, is to go out and just lay in the pool for a few minutes. And he doesn't get all the way in, and he doesn't swim in the pool. He just loves the first step to lay in it. I think he definitely needs someone that's with him, but also someone that's active enough to take him for probably a couple of walks a day, a good long walks. He's still a little overweight. I think we have taken about 8 pounds off of him, but he really needs to lose another 20 to be completely healthy. He is a voracious eater, but yeah. So I think he's just used to having access to all the all the food that he ever wants. So that's been a little bit of an adjustment for him.
And that too will be incredibly important to keep that weight down with his hips as well. So thank you for getting 8 pounds off him already.
Yeah, it's been our pleasure. He's a wonderful. We love this dog. We really do. He's a wonderful, wonderful dog. He's a 100-pound lap dog right now.
He sure is cute. All right. Thank you guys for fostering him and for taking care of him. And Beth is asking how long he'll be on Adequan. I know we did the first injection to get him comfortable. And as he's losing the weight, it's really going to be up to the vet going forward if he'll need that, or if we can move to something, some Rimadyl or gabapentin or something in that family. So we'll have to just keep an eye on that. But getting that weight off is going to be key as well. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Beth Huntington, our adoption coordinator, and she's going to go over next steps with everyone.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Sammons, for showing him this beautiful dog. So good morning, everybody. I'm Beth Huntington, the adoption coordinator, and I'm going to go over the next steps in the adoption process. So what we would like you to do is, if you are interested in adopting any of the dogs that we showed today, please send in an email and indicate in your email, give us a couple of paragraphs about yourself and specifically focus on why you would be a good match for the dog that you're interested in adopting, and relate back to what the fosters said about the dog. That's why Michelle suggested that you take notes during the meet and greet. In that email, please include the name on your application, be reached, pictures of the family that will be living with the dog, including your other pets. And also very important, we like to see your backyard. So please take or share a couple of photos of your backyard so we can see the physical space where the dog will be at. You can apply for more than one dog, but we'd like you to send a separate email so that I can send them out to each foster for the dogs that you might be interested in. I will follow up with you. I generally call every applicant that is interested in adopting. We'll have a short interview, if you will, and I do that before I send your information to the foster. At which point the foster would contact you, have a conversation, and if all goes well and it sounds like there's mutual interest, the last part of the adoption process is a home visit at your home, and the foster will bring the dog over to you to meet other family members, to be introduced to your other pets if you have dogs or cats or whatever. And that's sort of the final step for the whole adoption process. So in order to keep this going and on track, please get your emails in by Sunday early afternoon. Noon to 1 o'clock is ideal because I start sending out the information to the fosters over the weekend. And then the last little thing I do want to say is some of you have indicated in previous emails that you were interested in one of the dogs that we showed today. You do have to follow the process. So my point is, if you sent it an email and said, hey, I'm interested in adopting Marley, and you sent that in a couple of days ago, I'm going to ask you to follow the process that I just explained so that all of the same information about each applicant gets to the foster. So that's all I have. I want to thank all the fosters and thank you for attending today. And I look forward to being in touch with you over the weekend. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck to us all. Happy adopting, everybody.